Hello everyone, this is Alan from Mystery MTG, and today we are celebrating Memorial Day. I hope you guys are having a great day. We get the day off too, so I finally get to make this video about Double Masters 2, the great pump and dump, or rather just the pump. So this is a tinfoil hat take. Please take it for what it is. This is what we talk about during lunch. But we have monitored this product and these sales for quite a long time across different channels. And we do that very often just because we're big buyers for sealed, and we want to make sure that, you know, certain product we can still acquire for decent prices. So we keep monitors on it. The craziest thing has been monitoring Double Masters 1 and Double Masters the VIP edition. Now, these products at release did not do exceptionally well. VIP Double Masters for a while was going lower than distribution for certain sellers, and on the secondary market for anyone, you would have probably been able to buy it at distribution cost. The draft box did a little bit better, right? But you would buy it around $230 to $240 for quite a bit of time. I don't think people realize that Double Masters 1 didn't do very well for quite a long time, but suddenly there was this big premium on the singles and Scarab God and a lot of these Chrome mocks, a lot of the Double Masters edition version of singles were going for crazy premiums, 5 to 10%. Why was this happening? And then we would look at the sealed boxes and suddenly there would be sporadic volume for Double Masters 1. In one day, you know, 20 to 30 boxes on TCG Player would be bought out, and you would see the price shoot from $260 to $310, from $310 to $400, and this volume has not calmed down. It is weird because as this has been going on, it's almost as if there is a price ceiling and a price foundation being set at a lot of these different intervals over time. So if you look at the chart, it was very, very stable, which was weird because Double Masters 2, you know, in December especially, crashed. No one was really buying the product, and there is a lot of supply. It's not a very rare product. We are still able to buy it. The prices are just so high that people don't buy it as much, but someone is still buying it, and they're only really buying it on the public markets, what people are tracking. On the private markets, you're not seeing the same demand unless it's just people buying 1 or 2 boxes for fun. So what's interesting is that this really picked up in March. Now, this is where the tinfoil hat comes in, right? If you're into luxury watches, Rolex and Patek and Vacheron Constantin and Ulysses Nardin, we want to focus in on Ulysses Nardin here because they did something kind of similar. When they were coming out with a new edition of a watch that had previously performed fairly negatively, and a lot of people remember Double Masters 2 did not have the best release, especially because of VIP, right? This was a terrible release on their part. The product was literally resealable. And on the secondary market, it didn't do very well because of that fact. And to this day, not that many people open the product. They kind of just buy and sell it sealed. It's not open very much unless it's on YouTube. A lot of our customers, when they get it, will keep it sealed and they'll sell it off. And we'll leave it, take note of that. That's fine. We don't really care. But it's interesting to see something like Ulysses Nardin come in and buy all of their old product, increase the prices artificially before they release the new product, and everyone has the price memory to look back and say, oh, I was wrong, this product is doing exceptionally well. Okay, well, maybe I'll buy this new product because it's going to do amazing. And that is exactly what is happening for Double Masters 2. Now, why is this important? The stock market has not been doing very well for Hasbro. They've been relatively stable, but that's not great. They've reported record earnings, and their stock prices has not represented that. They haven't been doing exceptionally well, and I think if WotC does not continue to hold up what is going on there, obviously shareholders are not going to be happy. It's not going to make for a good earnings report, upcoming earnings report. So, tinfoil hat time. Would it be too crazy to say that WotC or Hasbro may be coming in and artificially increasing the price of one of their most premium products? I think it's more likely than we think, because I've noticed the sentiment change. In the beginning, it was always Double Masters was, you know, an okay product, some really great reprints, but done in a terrible way. And now people are saying Double Masters, oh, that'll go up forever. Yeah, and Double Masters 2, I'm going to buy a couple boxes. I'm going to throw it in my closet. Now, what you need to know is that when people have that sentiment, the product is probably not going to be that good. When you buy it, don't expect to be able to sell it for double what you bought it for tomorrow. If even after a year. Inflation is, a big thing right now. Quantitative easing is no more. The market of free money is no more. So don't expect any of that to happen, honestly, even with really great reprints. We're talking about printers are at least for Hasbro, are going crazy right now. They're going to be making a plentiful amount of product, especially at $230 for 4 packs. You can bet your bottom there will be a lot of collector packs. There will be a lot of draft booster packs. There is no worry here that you're not going to get anything. You will definitely get stuff if you can afford it. And that's the main thing. If you can afford it, we are literally on the cusp of a recession. And obviously people are still going to buy sealed, but why buy that when you can go buy double or Modern Masters 2017 for cheaper, Modern Masters 2015 for cheaper, Ultimate Masters for cheaper. It's just, okay, so why are you coming for this new product? I look at some of the reprints and I think that's cool. They're artificially increasing the scarcity by doing these new addition of foiling, which we've seen before. And I guess one variation is incredibly hard to get. So that's cool. I guess you're pushing up the prices. You're trying to make sure it holds. But Double Masters 1, and what we're talking about here is at the beginning of March, the volume, just sporadically, and this would always happen on a certain day, you would see listings sell like crazy under a certain price. And I wonder, and I'm not going to make any bold claim here, I'm not going to accuse Hasbro or WotC of anything, and I don't think you should either, but this is just my tinfoil hat take. It is Memorial Day. I get to have one day where I give my opinion, my crazy ass opinion. And my opinion is this: it would make sense that WotC goes back and buys out what is considered one of the most premium products ever released by them. And it would make sense that they make sure the VIP edition especially would start selling for around double what it was selling before. So that when they release a new product where you get 4 packs instead of 1, albeit for a pretty crazy price, $230, if that, people will look back at the VIP and say, well, it didn't do very well in the beginning, but over the long term, it went up like crazy. So I think we're safe here. Let's just, there's only 4 packs, but that's fine. $230. I'm sure there's going to be some really big hitters, but the situation has changed. Hasbro and WotC, I think they're looking at their earnings report and saying, okay, well, we need to really get some big hitters, knock some things out of the park to make sure that our stock doesn't tank, because we were reporting record earnings and it's still pretty stagnant, if not declining regularly. So it almost makes sense. It almost makes sense. And from the way that we look at these prices and we look at sales, we look at it daily and we track things daily, and no other product has performed in a similar way as Double Masters 1. Because the idea of a pump and dump, typically you see some pretty crazy action, whereas for Double Masters it was consistent buying, and not just for the sealed product. We're talking about these singles. Snapcaster Mage, there were certain singles that were doing, not Snapcaster Mage, what was it? The Sword of Feast and Famine. All of these singles were getting a premium for being the Double Masters edition. Scarab God was a really good example of this. And quite a few of the other Chase singles were pretty good examples of this. But it almost didn't make sense, right? Why would Double Masters command such a premium? And it is important to note that you can still get Ultimate Masters for cheaper than Double Masters. You can still get Modern Masters 2015 cheaper. You can get Modern Masters 2017 cheaper. You can even get the original Modern Masters for cheaper than Double Masters 1. So make of it what you will. I think it's not a bad thing for WotC to be doing, to set a price floor. So it gives customers the confidence to come in and say, you know what? It's 4 packs for $230. I know everyone's told me this is stupid. I should never do this, but I can look at the past product. I can see that it's performed extremely well, and I'm going to do it. Imagine if they didn't do it. Imagine if back in December when prices crashed, they just let it crash, and then they released this new product at even more than what the previous product was released at. Well, you're paying the exact same price for the Double Masters 1 box at distribution level or initial cost when it first released, as you're paying now for 4 packs, for 4 collector packs with Double Masters 2. So they're doing something right, you know. They're kind of tricking you in the way that, you know, you can still get bulk rares and bulk mythics in these packs. This is not, you know, at $230 for 4 packs, you would think, oh, I'm getting something guaranteed. Something has to be guaranteed here to make sure that I come out of this very happy. Not the case. Not the case with this product. You can still get rammed, and you probably will get rammed at $60 or whatever, $58 a pack. You're probably you're not going to be winning on that many of them. I think there's going to be a couple, and I guess it's 3% of them have the special edition, whatever they keep doing that, make it whatever, $400, $500. But it is interesting, and this is kind of what the video is about, is that in our opinion, and this is something we talk about when we eat lunch, what happened with Double Masters 1 was not the natural market. This was not regular players or even whales or even LGS owners. You know, our theory is that this was WotC. This was Hasbro coming in and saying, we have to make sure Double Masters 2 looks very good. And I think the only way you make that happen is by making sure Double Masters 1 performs incredibly well. Because in any natural market, for a product that's only been out, I forget if the specific release date was 2020 or 2021. I believe 2020. I'm pretty sure 2020. I'm pretty sure it's 2020. Not been out very long, and there were no real supply issues because it was pre-COVID, right? And we still know a variety of LGS owners that have pretty copious amounts of this product. So take of it what you will. We hope you have an amazing Memorial Day. That's our take. And if anyone from WotC is watching this is just a theory, okay? You know, that's all I gotta say. This is that we're not claiming anything. We're not pointing the finger. We don't think it's a negative thing. All right. Even if it is the case, we don't think it's a negative thing. Watch brands do this. Luxury brands do this. And honestly, if you're charging $58 for a pack, you've become a luxury brand. All right. We're paying $58 for 15 cardboard, little cuts of cardboard. So that's some luxury ass cardboard. That's just our take. MysteryMTG.com, Mystery Cards and Games. Our physical location is reopening June 6th. The official opening will be at the end of June. You can come. We'll have Magic the Gathering. We'll have a lot of sets that you've probably haven't seen in person for a very long time. We'll have amazing singles. We'll have Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, Dungeons and Dragons, Warhammer. And I think it'll be a really fun time. Hope you guys come out. Leave what you think in the comments if you watch this video. I'm actually curious to see what you guys think. Alan from Mystery MTG. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you next time. Be safe and be happy.